Hello, my name is Harrison, and I'm here to present the Connect Client Geared Research presentation with my teammates Anna, Timmy, Yishun, Devarshi, and Zazid. So, a bit of an outline. We're going to start with an overview and then talk about the problems that we're solving with Connect. We're talking about the objectives that the client has, a competitor analysis, and some other contextual factors. And then we're going to get into the research discussion with primary and secondary research. And then we're going to talk about recommendations to address the problem, a budget, growth risk assessment tool, a bit of what can go wrong, some next steps and schedules for recommendations, measures of success, and then there's an appendix at the end. So Connect was founded in 2023. Its headquarters are in New York, and there are currently 15 full-time employees and 70 interns. It's primarily targeting the University of Maryland, but the market is for East Coast universities with expansions into NYU, Rutgers, and other places. It's currently in a pre-revenue stage, and it's focused on product development and user growth. Connect is essentially a secure student-only social platform for U.S. college students, and it's verified through EDU emails. It offers short videos, live event tracking, group chats, and campus event planning designed to foster real-life social and academic connections.
So let's take a look on the problems we are addressing. According to the Connect, today's college students are juggling between the 4 and 5 different apps just to manage their campus life. According to the data, we have found out that TikTok is used for videos and entertainment, Snapchat or Instagram for DMs and stories. GroupMe are normally used for class and club communication, and flyers, text, and again Instagram just to find out what kind of events are happening. This fragmentation creates a daily digital struggle. Information is scattered, group communication is unorganized, and the students are suffering with the app fatigue. Connect offers a focused solution. Its EDU gated ad-free app make it specifically for students, combining all of those features in just one platform. Short form videos, group and private messaging, event discovery, and also RSVP, and a personalized campus content feed all integrated into one single space. By unifying all functions, Connect helps students to stay organized, engaged, and connected without switching between 5 apps to do it. Next slide.
Okay, so to guide Connect's rollout at Rutgers, we defined 4 core objectives. So first, we need to establish visibility on campus through ambassador campaigns and orientation events. Second, we aim to drive early adoption by incentivizing downloads and usage through giveaways, integrations with student organizations, and social campaigns. Third, we want to ensure that app's features are closely aligned with Rutgers student needs. For example, like real-time event tracking or class-based group chats. And lastly, we'll set up systems to gather ongoing student feedback so we can iterate on the app post-launch. Next slide, please. So in terms of competition, Connect enters a crowded market where apps like TikTok, GroupMe, and Discord already have a strong hold on student attention. However, these platforms are limited and they don't really provide a fully integrated campus experience. So Connect's edge in the combination of .edu only access, student-specific features, and an ambassador-led launch model. So while it faces challenges in brand recognition and limited initial feedback, its tailored design gives it a unique position in the market. Next slide, please. Okay, so here we have a SWOT analysis to better understand Connect's internal and external environments. So its biggest strengths definitely include the .edu gated access, and this creates a sense of exclusivity and safety, especially for students, and its alignment with daily student activities. Weaknesses include being early in development, and there's a lack of brand recognition, but there's a strong opportunity in launching at Rutgers given the campus size and diversity. But threats include app fatigue and existing app loyalty. And so success basically hinges on visibility and sustained value. Next slide.
So looking at some campus recommendations, what was making people likely to download the app and use it? So based on the primary research, we found out it'll be mainly for group chats, for classes or clubs, and it's desired by approximately 77% of the respondents. The second, seeing what's happening near me in real time was also wanted by roughly 73%. Event tracking was another major portion, with about 58% saying they would like that. And campus map and navigation was roughly sought by around 50%. So some preferred event types based on primary research. Clubs and organizations, their meetings were of interest to approximately 77%. Career networking events appealed to 73%, and social events interested about 58. So some recommendations are prioritizing core features for campus life engagement. Second, leverage trusted channels and incentives for adoption. And third, address key student challenges and diverse event interests. So past some past could be politically. It must comply with Rutgers digital and student data policies. It may require collaboration for approval from student affairs or IT since it is a campus-wide initiative. FERPA compliance to protect student information is also required. Some economic factors are students are cost conscious, so free access is essential. Connect is in a pre-revenue stage, so focus on growth is important in monetization. Student organization funding could support app promotion, and some social aspects are high demand for social connection, especially among freshmen and transfer students. Students use group messaging and event apps for daily life, and peer influence and word of mouth drive adoption. Technologically, it must offer a seamless mobile experience for both iOS and Android. Students expect intuitive, fast, and secure design as well, and it must also have potential for integration with Rutgers Wi-Fi or digital signage. And lastly, features like real-time updates and verified access must be performed reliably and regularly. So some relevant trends are the Gen Z are digital natives, which means 95% own smartphones, with the majority relying on mobile apps for communication and social life. Second would be short form video dominates. TikTok style content is a preferred format for news and entertainment and discovery. So it's essential the Connect has that form of content. Third, demand for exclusivity and privacy is also important. Students increasingly value platforms that offer closed, secure environments, which is why Connect would be um, good for campus life as it is EDU verified. Fourth, students feel overwhelmed by fragmented tools and seek more integrated digital solutions, like we mentioned previously. And lastly, social engagement is experience driven, which means students are drawn to apps that promote real world events, shared campus moments, and peer recognition. Next slide.
So for the primary research discussion, there's two slides here. So primary research was basically conducted with a Google form. We sent it to Rutgers students with group chats and through social media. The first questions pretty much were informations about the year of graduation, if you're a transfer student, basic things like that. One of the more basic questions was if you live on campus, which was a near 50-50 projection. You can see the results on the right. There's a huge margin of people said a .edu email is preferred for like exclusively .edu. There's an equal split of attending events on campus, as you can see in the bottom graph. So a smaller one is multiple times a week, and then once a week is the biggest, followed by a few times a month. And we saw an overall rating of 4.5 for trying a new app, but it may have some sort of confirmation bias. So I just put that as a little aside. And so continued. So for the apps that were most used, the biggest were GroupMe and Instagram. So they might be a better model for Connect's interface. From the results, group chats, campus, navigation, and real-time events are the biggest features that the app could have. Clubs and organizational meetings, career mentoring events, and social events were pretty much the biggest events that people were looking forward to. And for user incentives, the most important things were giveaways and involvement with clubs around campus.
For the secondary research discussion, was conducted through comprehensive analysis of competitor platforms, market trends, and student engagement data. Platform analysis. Competitors like GroupMe, TikTok, and Discord demonstrate strong market penetration, but fail to integrate comprehensive campus-specific functionalities. GroupMe lacks structured event planning. TikTok does not offer group chats. Discord presents a complex user interface unsuitable for seamless campus integration. Through research, we found that students often juggle multiple platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and GroupMe to manage campus life, leading to app fatigue and inefficiencies. Market trends. Significant trends include a strong preference among Gen Z for closed, secure digital environments, verified via .edu. Short-form video content for engagement and integrated apps to avoid digital overload. Research shows Gen Z favors mobile-first, video-based, and secure environments, aligning with Connect.edu gated model. Student engagement insights. Studies confirm that students desire consolidated platforms to manage academic and social interactions. Approximately 95% of students use smartphones for daily communication, favoring intuitive, fast, and secure app experience. In conclusion, integrating video engagement, structured event planning, and privacy-focused messaging tailored specifically for students, populations, positions, connects effectively against fragmented competitors. This approach addresses critical pain points of fragmented app usage and meets students' demand for streamlined, secure, and engaging life management. So engaging campus life management. Next slide. Yeah, the budget. According to research, we came up with an amount of, for Rutgers, for it to kick off would be about $32,500. The goal is to support Connect's visibility, trust, and adoption at Rutgers with a scalable campus strategy. This budget focuses on launching through student ambassadors and campus events, enhancing our performance and reliability, ensuring compliance and trust, that is FERPA and security, building a model we can replicate at other universities. The scalable expansion cost, that's at each other universities, will be 10K to 15K. Next slide, please. Here's a breakdown of the budget. We'll look at different categories, the description, and the estimated cost. For a campus ambassador program, 10 to Rutgers, 15 students, each at the cost of $300 a semester. That'll be $4,000. Marketing and promotion, social media ads, that is TikTok and Instagram, $8 to $10 per click per something. I can't remember. That comes down to $6,500. Orientation and tabling events, booth fees, setup and interactive demos comes down to $2,500. App development and enhancements, description of UX improvements, backend updates, that's $8,000. Security and compliance, which is FERPA and legal review, privacy protocols, that's $500. University collaborations, that's partnering with different student organizations and student affairs, that's $1,500. User testing and feedback tools, poll platform incentives and usability tests, that's $1,500. Digital infrastructure, which is hosting, database, and backend tools, cost $3,000. Then for miscellaneous and contingencies, as unexpected costs and buffers, that's $2,000. Next slide, please.
Okay, so let's talk about the GroupRx assessment tool. So the first step is to answer the question, why Group? So we need to clarify the mission's benefit, the market cap, and the shareholder value created. And the second step is to define the group path, selecting the best product and find the suitable market. strategic merge and regional expansion. And next, we need to set the target using the revenue compound growth rate, market share, and timeline. And then we need to clarify our financial capability, which can be taxed through the stress testing, and at the same time, verify talent reserve and strengthen the talent management through training and assessment. Match all employee with suitable job position and content. Establish a clear hiring process. Create a onboarding process that help new employee quickly adapt to the new company and improve work efficiency, and establish a system of continuous learning that is closely linked to career development goal. And financial, operational, and risk management could be work by budgeting management and SOP dashboard and the COSO framework. Okay, next slide. So to continue, at the risk level, 6 major risks must be identified. So the cultural difference, insufficient consumer experience, supply chain instability, and tight cash flow, delivery delayed and reduced financial buffer. The migration will include cash reserve, backup credit line, and stress testing, and dual source supply and real-time data dashboard provide cost departmental to help identify risk signal. And during this period, financial, legal, and industrial advisor offer external support in capital structure and compliance and market forecasting. And finally, I think we need to group at a gradual pace, as we need to assess gradual expansion based on resources carrying capacity and market demand and risk tolerance. While continuing to make progress, we must ensure that there are no draft back. Okay, next slide.
So while the opportunity for the Connect is strong, we have carefully evaluated the risks that could be threatened in adoption, performance, and also on the long-term growth. Here's what could go wrong and why we should be prepared for it. First, there is the risk of low user adoption and engagement. Students already use a lot of apps like GroupMe, TikTok, and Discord, and if Connect doesn't immediately show value or offer something unique, it could struggle to gain traction. Without a critical mass of users, the app social media features may not reach their true potential. Second, there could be a problem with technical integration and the performance issue. The app experience glitches, crashes, or delays, especially during the rollout at Rutgers. It could damage its reputation early on. The integration with the Rutgers IT systems and the compliances with their policies are also critical to avoid the barriers to access. The third, the budget limitation and underestimating the resource need. This could also slow it down. Without the sufficient funding for the marketing, app updates, and the user support, the growth could stall or even fall short of the expectations. And fourth will be also the compliance and the data privacy risk. Because of the Connect collects and handles the student data, failure to comply with the FERPA or the university data policy could lead to the legal consequences or even the app being removed from the campus platform. The competition also have been remain fierce. Popular platforms are already deeply embedded with the student routines. If Connect can't clearly differentiate itself, it can risk dismissed as another app. And finally, failing to maintain a strong feedback loop with users could lead to misaligned features or product that doesn't involve student needs. It could hurt the long-term retention. We have taken this risk seriously and built into our recommendation, budget, and also growth assessment tools so that Connect is prepared not just for the launch, but to last. Next slide.
Propose next steps. So the following are the next steps we propose for Connect to thrive. The first one is to strengthen Rutgers collaboration, which is to initiate meetings with the IT Department of Rutgers and Student Affairs to ensure tech compliance and integration planning, which mitigates risk of non-compliance or integration issues. Then they should begin FERPA and data privacy assessment. The second step proposed is to recruit and train campus ambassadors, hire 10 to 15 students, provide training on brand messaging, app demoing, and gathering feedback. The third step will be to plan and launch awareness campaigns, which is to create content calendars for TikTok, Instagram, and Rutgers-specific events. Book tables doing welcome week orientation and club fairs to showcase the app and everything that it entails. The fourth is to launch feedback loop and pilot testing, which is to set up an in-app survey or type form links to collect early user feedback. Then use this feedback to correct any issues before rollout. The fifth one is to secure budget for marketing and support, which is final. We recommend finalizing budget allocations for ambassador pay, digital marketing, and app support, and also explore sponsorships or partnership opportunities with student orgs or Rutgers programs. So the sixth is to track metrics and evaluate rollouts, which is monitor the key performance indicators, daily app users, retention, CAC, and feedback volume. Conduct bi-weekly reviews with development and marketing teams to adjust as needed. The seventh is to prepare for expansion to next campuses. Use Rutgers as a test case to document wins and lessons. Then begin planning ambassador/marketing models for NYU, University of Florida, and Tulane. Next slide, please.
Okay, so these are the proposed next steps in a Gantt chart. So we want to carry this out within 6 weeks from the beginning of like orientation halfway through August into the early months of fall. So yeah, it's going to go over the course of 6 weeks, and this schedule is deliberately paced to allow for feedback loops, feature updates, and measurable growth before scaling outward. Next slide.
Okay, so for measures of success, the first is adoption rate. So measuring the number of app downloads and active users among Rutgers students during orientation and freshman onboarding, which reflects success in driving early adoption and visibility on campus. The next would be customer acquisition cost, which is the calculation of marketing and promotional spend per new user, which helps evaluate the efficiency and ROI of marketing strategies. Competitive positioning and market penetration. Assess the app's market share relative to the competition on Rutgers campuses by comparing user overlap, feature usages, and retention rates, which indicates the app's competitive advantage and potential for expansion. Retention rate over time. Measure the percentages of users who continue to use the app after 1 month and 2 months and 6 months. High retention indicates sustained level value and engagement. And student engagement levels are tracking daily active usage metrics such as time spent, the number of group chats created, events discovered and planned, and short video interactions, and gauges how well the app aligns with students' social and academic needs.
Okay, so we also recommend hiring a Rutgers intern to support the rollout, and this position will be part-time, and you'll be compensated with the $300 stipend and optional course credit. So the intern would basically help out coordinate ambassadors, organize events, gather feedback, and ensure Connect's brand is active and visible on campus. Next slide. Okay, and this is all we have for you. Thank you, and let us know if you have any questions.